Hey everybody, welcome into Northern Life here on this Wednesday. Ryan, you like car washes?
Do you like jazz?
You like jazz?
I
out there,
love a
folks?
good car wash.
Car washes are the best. My favorite part about a car wash is the tri-colored foam that comes out. I don't
Ooh.
recommend doing this, but every time it does, I roll down the window a little bit to waft some of that
stop
scent in.
that.
I do. I seriously, every single time I roll
You
down the
don't
window.
do that.
And then I put it back up before the jets come with the big water. It's the best. But the reason I'm telling everybody this right now is because I went to the bathroom recently downstairs, and the bathroom in one of our areas down here has soap that smells like the tri-colored foam.
Okay.
It's the best thing ever. So I'm like, this smells like the car when I go in the car wash. I was so excited.
Also, I need you all at home to know. The four of us, me,
Yep.
Hunter, Shania, and Keith, our photographers, we were going ice fishing the other day, and we had to
Yes.
get gas. And Hunter did the thing that you're not supposed to do. It's number 2 on the list when you're at the pump. Hunter was driving and wanted to keep the car going while we were pumping gas.
It's literally number 2 on the list. I'm not saying I do that all the
You brought
time.
up cars, so I had to bring up that story about the cars. That Hunter almost risked all of our lives
Yes.
just to keep the car toasty.
Now I'm going to be incarcerated, so that's great. That is actually illegal.
The fire marshal's watching. Hunter doesn't do that anymore, right,
Disregard.
Hunter?
No, I never do that, ever, ever. So thank you very much for setting me straight, Ryan.
Let us know what your favorite scent is on our new Northern Life text line. And hey, we've been getting a lot of more comments on that text
Yes.
line. We're going to get to those later today. But wanted to share this comment on Facebook and the pic if you haven't seen it yet. I got to see Briggs the other night, as well as their sweet little baby Wells. And Karen left this message on Facebook saying, Wells is such a beautiful baby. Ryan, you're next. You look very comfortable with Wells.
Ryan,
there.
thoughts?
I loved holding Wells. Funny enough, we were playing this game, and there was this little plastic chip token that you had to flip up in the air.
Yeah.
And sadly, I really apologize to Briggs and Matt because I flipped the coin in the air and accidentally hit Wells in the top of the head.
Oh no! Did
He
Wells
was
start
totally
crying?
fine. He didn't
Okay.
cry. But, it's very light and, like cheap and plasticky. So it wasn't going to cause much damage. But it was
Good.
just funny. I was like, flipped it. And I was like, oh, that's right. I'm holding a baby.
Well, probably
Yeah.
shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Maybe you're not ready for it.
I'm not ready. I'm happy to be an uncle and a friend of someone who has a child.
There we go.
Yeah.
You got a girlfriend though, Ryan. Maybe, who knows?
All right, let's start the show, Hunter.
Well, guess what? Today, Rachel Hackbarth is finally back with the new Doesn't Work product. She's trying out an electric flosser. We'll see what the difference is between that and regular flossing coming up. Kids floss, Ryan. You could teach your son or daughter how to floss with this flosser right here if you were to have a future kid.
Plus, an old school look is making a return in Michigan. Even though blackout license plates have become popular in Iowa and Minnesota, we'll show you the ones Michigan is offering their drivers next month. All those kids out there on the roads, be safe. But first, now that we've had a few days to decompress and forget about it, it's time to let it all out, football fans. Hunter, how you feeling about the Vikings loss earlier?
I'm sad. I'm disappointed. Unfortunately, I'm not completely surprised, which is really unfortunate. But I mean, a 14 and 3 team that we had?
14-3, I believe, yep.
14-3, and then just right when it matters, you embarrass us in front of everybody. I love the Vikings. I will always love the Vikings, and next year I'm right on, but I'm going with the Lions now for the rest of the season. So what are your thoughts on this whole
Well, my
thing?
dad's a Buffalo Bills fan, so hoping, maybe Josh Allen can bring something to Buffalo. That'd be pretty cool.
Have they won a Super Bowl before, by the way?
I don't think they have. They lost a lot of those years with who was Jim Kelly as their
Sure.
quarterback.
Yep.
But here's the thing. My friends and I have talked about this before. Is it better to be a fan and go through the disappointment every year, or is it better to just not be a fan and then just enjoy like when your home state team wins?
Boy, that's a good question.
Like the Super Bowl. If they're in the Super Bowl and they win, you go, oh, that's very cool.
Sure. I think that you're not truly living unless you're with the ups and the downs of the team. Sure, I'm going to support the Lions for the rest of the time here.
Sure.
But I'm always going to be a Vikings fan. And through the ups and the downs, that's what comes with. And when you win that Super Bowl, it makes it that much more awesome that you were there in the low parts and you're going to be there in the high parts as well.
Better to have loved and lost than not loved and...
And 2 horses a dozen, a horse apiece.
Something about a horse in the mouth.
6 one, half dozen the other.
But let it all out, football
Yes.
fans, whatever you got out
Yep.
there. Coping with a losing favorite team can be challenging, but it's possible to manage that disappointment and still enjoy being a fan. That's according to prairiecare.com. We got some strategies if you're feeling frustrated. Like put things into perspective, maybe take a step back from social media use. Find a hobby instead if you have a tough time watching that game. Stay connected with your friends and then channel your feelings through exercise.
And also find something that you can break, that you that won't harm you or others or other people's property, and just smash it to pieces.
Create a
That
rage
helps.
room for yourself
Yes,
outside in the garage.
Exactly. It just makes it feel a lot better. I don't know.
Yeah, probably would. Hey, how about some good news? It may only be January, but it won't be long until there's much more sunshine each day. You might have noticed that the sun is already setting later in the afternoon than it did in December. In fact, according to NPR meteorologist Paul Huttner, by mid to late January, the Gopher State will have gained nearly 32 minutes of daylight each day since December 21st. In fact, the North Star State is gaining daylight at a rate of about 2 minutes a day now, Hunter. So a big, a small win, but a big win for us.
Yeah, I mean, this is very evident on the morning show back when we both were on, but also right now we're doing the 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's right around sunset time, so when we leave the building, it's dark now. So we're really going to start to notice it really quick here, and it just makes it that much better when we get to June and July, and my gosh, I'm excited for some warmer weather on the way.
Me too. Hey, how about this? Talking about kids earlier, across the bridge in Superior, I was on Facebook the other day, and I saw that legendary U.S. Olympic swimmer Ryan Lochte was actually in town hosting a swim clinic for kids out there.
What?
He got to share tips, techniques, helping student athletes start the new year off with the gift of swimming. How cool is that, Hunter?
Oh my gosh, were you ever in swimming in high school or anything like that?
You know, I did a couple dives off the diving board at our junior high. We were fortunate enough to have a pool, but I wasn't in any competitive swimming.
Okay, me neither. I just gym class and all that fun stuff, but I've always wanted to kind of get into that. It puts you in great shape. I mean, you use almost every muscle in your body.
Swimming's hard.
It really is. So huge compliments to them as well. And I also smell a future Northern Lights shoot brewing, maybe.
I thought you were going to say I smell the chlorine.
I also smell the chlorine.
Just
yes.
like my car wash.
I get that tricolor in there. Roll down the windows.
Once again, text us your favorite scents.
Yes.
Coming up after the break, we're going to get to Rachel Hackbarth's Does It Work? We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Staying on the topic of car talk, Hunter was talking about how he loves that scent. At the car wash. My favorite part about the car wash as a kid, even today as an adult, is like the big noodles that slap your windshield.
Yes.
And then they just kind of like move around as they're cleaning and everything.
Oh my
and Hunter here said that he no longer has radio in his car because a car wash not to be named.
Yes. There's a few that have the touch things that whatever, and I got my antenna ripped off in my truck, and so I'm not able to listen to the radio anymore unless I'm in the city of Duluth. And I'm on the radio, so I need to listen to the radio.
But maybe we don't need an antenna.
It's going to hurt more than help, at this point, honestly.
No, you're great.
Thank you.
You're great, my friend. Well, for all of our Michiganders watching in the UP, how you doing? Retro license plates, first sold in the 1970s and 80s, are making a comeback this year. So starting in February, motorists will be able to buy a white on black plate or a blue Great Lakes plate. And then in 2026, how about this one? A red, white, and blue 1976 bicentennial plate is expected to be reissued. If you want one, it'll cost you more than the other recent reissues, about $55 on top of your registration, most of which was going to help fund Michigan infrastructure projects.
Well, that's pretty darn cool. That looks really cool.
The bicentennial one is pretty sweet.
Now, did we do something similar here in Minnesota, the white on black plate?
We did the blackout plates.
Okay.
Yep, and those became very popular.
I've seen them. I see them all the time. Every single day I see them.
They're sleek.
Yes.
They're
they
sleek.
look really,
but
really
those
good.
blue Michigan ones, the funniest part would be, if your tabs are out of date, you'd be like, well, I got this in 1970.
It's a relic car.
I didn't know I needed an updated, tab on this car. I got the retro plate.
Oh my gosh, that's a cool thing though. Very cool. Good luck out there, Michiganders. I don't know why you need luck, but
head to your local DMV.
There you go.
Good luck to you.
Get it all done. Let's be honest here, ladies and gentlemen. Flossing is terrible, as Ryan's going to tell his new kid here, but a new product is hoping to make your routine a little more effective, Ryan.
Rachel Hackbarth puts it to the test in this week's Does It Work?
The makers describe it as a first-of-its-kind electric flosser. For $95, we get this starter kit. It comes with the rechargeable flosser, 45 minty floss heads, and some charging accessories. Dental hygienist Lisa Corinne is helping us test this out.
I mean, we have had little flossers that come on a handle, but they don't move, independently. You have to.
There are 3 speed settings to choose from. The instructions say the floss can reach up to 18,000 sonic vibrations per minute without any pain.
It is enough to safely remove all the food and plaque stuck between your teeth without hurting your gums.
Lisa is going to find out if that really is the case.
Here we go. Oh, yeah. It plays a little song.
The dental hygienist likes the concept and the lightweight design.
The design is nice because you can stick that between your teeth.
Yeah.
And then just, oh.
And like a sonic toothbrush, she thinks because this handheld flosser also vibrates, it'll come with similar benefits.
It's doing more actions than you can physically do on your own. And so I think that's a plus.
As for changing out the flossing head, that proves to be a little more challenging.
I don't want to break it. Downward pressure through the thumb and rotate your thumb inwards. Inwards? Oh, this way?
But we eventually figured that out too.
I was trying to rip the whole entire thing
There you
off.
go, yes. Okay, so that was super easy.
So would this dental hygienist say this electric flosser works?
I think it works, yes.
For Does It Work, I'm Rachel Hackbarth.
Oh, there's something always about watching, we did that with I don't know if it was the water floss or the other doesn't
Yes.
work, but watching people on TV like clean their teeth, you go, I don't know if I needed to see that.
No, it's disgusting. It's like, I don't know, it's a little personal, whatever, you do your thing. But I do like it. I like the idea of it. And I hate when you actually floss and you have to like stick your hands in there. I got big meaty claws here. It's really hard to get my hands in my mouth
Easy,
to floss.
Mr. Krabs.
Catch these claws, get ready. But it's hard to get in there and actually get those back molars and everything. So just having one little unit in, and it seems to work pretty nice.
It looks like it does pretty well. Here's the thing we were talking about too. When you buy an electronic item and they don't provide that little thing to stick into the wall, they just give you the wire. I need to take that up. Well, I don't know who you talk to.
Consumer Better Business Bureau or something like that.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Because, I mean, that's a whole nother, I don't know, 10, 15 bucks to go buy that block.
You got to find one that's in your junk drawer, and
Yes.
it's probably going to, blow up my apartment. It's been in there for so long. There's so much dust in there.
Yeah, it's no longer-
Or like our director Shania said, you got to unplug your iPhone cord and use that instead.
So
it's
annoying.
a mess.
Just include it.
Yeah,
Be our
include it.
friend, help
Please,
us out.
Help us out.
We're just trying to clean our teeth.
We just want to be better. There's a better tool to get ice off your windshield, apparently, and it's shaped like a cone. According to research done by the Star Tribune, the cone-shaped device is one of the many new improved tools to remove ice from car windows. They even tested several, it sounds like, at the Star Tribune, and it looks like they're relatively the same price as regular scrapers, Hunter.
I like the concept. I wish it was on a stick, though, so you could actually get it on your front windshield, too, because wouldn't that be hard to get the very middle of your windshield?
But I feel like if you're scraping the middle, you'd just be able to reach further with your hand, no?
Not with like a truck though, because like trucks, it's hard. You can't reach. You can barely reach with an actual scraper sometimes because the truck is so big. I think that would be a hard time to really reach across. Also, did you see that it turns into a funnel?
Yeah,
That's
how
kind of
about
cool.
that?
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, make sure you clean that off though before you start, cleaning
Putting-
your mirrors and whatnot.
Getting the dirt and the water in there. Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
That might not be so good.
No.
Hey, quickly, we got a idea from a viewer about a gift to help Hunter's hands, still smell like onions. Cheryl told us, hey guys, I purchased a stainless steel bar soap to get that fish smell off my hands. Might be worth a shot for people out there looking for ideas too.
I'll have to try it out. Interesting.
Hey, got a plethora of texts to get to after the break.
Welcome back, folks. Our Northern Life text line has been ringing off the hook. It's been insane over these past few days. So thank you all, of course, for sending all those comments and photos to us. We'll start things off with Colette, who texted, Hunter, rub lemon on your hands. Onion smell gone. P.S. Love you guys. Thank you, Colette. I seriously got private messages. I got emails
Really?
about this. A lot of people were definitely involved with the onion scent thing. So thank you, everybody, for helping me out
Your
with that.
opener for that show was perfect for our opening for our text line.
Who knew? That's
Toothpaste,
insane.
I heard toothpaste maybe too might be helpful.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, hey, how about a few wonderful and sweet texts? Someone said, hi, Ryan and Hunter, watching you from the Siltonen Farm, Kettle River, Minnesota. Thanks for
Aw.
watching.
I wonder what kind of produce you produce. That's cool.
Yeah,
You'll have to let us
hanging on
know.
the farm.
Definitely. Also, we got you loud and clear. That is Terry and Lisa saying just testing here. Hi from Gary. If I could also read that helps.
Testing and text.
Testing and texting. There we go. Thank you very much, Terry and Lisa and Gary.
Shout out Gary. And Greg and Sue are watching too. Hi, guys, they said. So excited that your show has a number I can text to. We are faithful viewers of Northern Life. We laugh every time we watch. We also enjoy the blindfold episodes and are looking forward to Briggs's return.
Aw.
Also so happy for Briggs and her husband as they welcomed Wells into their family. As far as I know, I believe we're going to have Briggs join us on Monday. So a fresh week,
Let's
fresh
go.
shows with Briggs' awesome return.
So excited. And finally, how about this one from a viewer? I ran across your station by accident. Glad I did. Your Northern Life show is a blast. Ryan and Hunter make such a terrific team. Keep it up. What a happy accident right there, Ryan.
Very happy accident. If you've been with us for, a year plus or just, the past day, past 2 weeks, we love having you.
We appreciate you no matter what the length of time is.
Yeah, whether you love car washes or not. The other great thing about this text line is you can easily send us photos and videos. So here are a handful to share, including someone in Duluth Lincoln Park saying, cool, just added your number to my phone. I love to watch your news. You guys are so fun to watch.
Is that a husky?
I believe it's a dog.
Oh,
it's
that's
a dog
so
in the back.
sweet.
A
Oh
dog
my
for
gosh.
sure got that dog in him.
Oh, you got a dog in him. And who doesn't love dog pics, of course? A viewer shared this with Shiloh on Squirrel Patrol. There's Shiloh.
Get him, Shiloh.
Come on, Shiloh. That's your yard. You better protect it.
You're doing a good job there.
Yep.
And if you were hunting this past season and didn't get anything, you might want to turn away from this next one. Someone took a pic sharing buck on my patio in December feeding at the bird feeder.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's a good-looking buck.
That's a beautiful buck. I'm going to have to get back out there coming up in November, so we'll see. Hopefully you're still out there, buddy. Finally, Lee captured a boreal owl, I believe that's how you pronounce it, sighting west of Sturgeon Lake, adding, thanks for sharing. We love ya. I have seen more owls than ever in this year.
How about it blending in like that,
You can
too?
barely see that
Yeah.
thing. Oh, that is some natural camouflage right
That's
there.
a smart owl.
Good job, owl.
Hey, I don't check my email very often. Sorry, everybody at work. But when I do, I sometimes find emails that were sent to me.
Sure.
Funny enough.
Makes sense.
Anthony from Minneapolis sent me a message. Hi, Ryan. Happy New Year. I was up north last week and had a chance to watch your broadcast. I really like your professionalism, humor, and of course, you're also a very good-looking guy.
Hey.
Just thought I would share that with you.
Wow, you're a stud,
Oh,
Ryan.
hey, right back at you, man. I just had to, sometimes those emails, you gotta get them. Yeah, okay. Well, it's been a great week with you all. Enjoy South. A Mankato, Minnesota woman is celebrating her 102nd birthday. Arvilla Kane was born in 1923 in Wells and lived in Minnesota Lake for 73 years before moving to Mankato. Her living center celebrated her birthday with a special lunch and live music, and she tells us her secret to a long life is spending time doing what you like and having fun.
Oh, what a sweet lady right there. Congratulations, 102 years old.
Yeah.
That's a long time. Very, very cool.
Having a lot of fun here today and happy to have you as well. Hey, a helpful and motivational story coming up tomorrow here on Northern Life. Excited to share it next.
Well, our time with you today has almost come to a close. Tomorrow here on Northern Life, we're going to therapy. We meet the... I guess that's a weird segue. We're going to meet with the amazing team at Insight Counseling Duluth, learning how your life can improve with services to help you through anxiety, grief, loss, and depression. Really helpful and informational stuff, of course, coming your way tomorrow. Kind of on brand with the new year, new us type of thing, and just showing that therapy is for anybody who wants to have therapy. It's useful for everybody out there. So it was actually very helpful, and it's going to be very fun to share that story with you, of course.
Yeah, a lot of good things to learn about tomorrow. Hey, before we go today, not much to celebrate, as we said, for the Packers and Vikings fans out there, but for another NFC North team, a life-sized cake of Detroit Lions player Amon-Ra St. Brown doing a headstand celebration is drawing a crowd at a Metro Detroit bakery. So Home Bakery created the cake recently to replicate the wide receiver's fourth down touchdown catch against the Packers in November. Home Bakery posted a video of the cake. It went viral. And then earlier this week, St. Brown himself showed up to the bakery to check out the cake in person, saying it was larger than he expected.
That's insane. How do they keep it up without it collapsing on itself? It's amazing.
What's the name of that cake? Cake Boss.
Cake Boss.
Seems like a Cake Boss type cake.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Wednesday.
Find some time to throw a line or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.